Why is proper gearing essential for your USA crawler? Imagine trying to climb a steep hill with a bicycle that has the wrong gear. It would be tough, right? The same idea applies to your USA crawler. Gearing is a key part of how your crawler performs on different terrains. It controls how much power and speed your vehicle has. If your gears are set up right, your crawler can handle rocks, mud, and steep slopes with ease. If not, it might struggle or even get stuck. Let's talk about what gear ratio really means. It's how many times the motor spins for each turn of the wheels. For example, a gear ratio of 20:1 means the motor turns 20 times for every single wheel turn. This ratio depends on the size of the gears in your drivetrain, like the pinion gear attached to the motor and the larger spur gear. When you change these gears, you change the gear ratio. A higher gear ratio, like 25:1, makes the motor spin many times for each wheel turn. This gives your crawler more torque. Torque is what helps it climb over rocks and roots without stalling. But the trade-off is it moves slower. It's great for crawling over tough terrain but not for racing or flat ground. A lower gear ratio, like 10:1, spins the motor fewer times for each wheel turn. This setup makes your crawler faster on flat surfaces but reduces the pulling power. It might struggle on steep hills or rough terrain because it doesn't produce enough torque. Proper gearing is important because crawlers are built to move slowly and carefully. If your gears are too low, your crawler might spin its wheels without moving forward. If they are too high, it might crawl very slowly but get stuck easily. The right gear ratio helps balance speed and power for the terrain you want to conquer. It also helps prevent your motor and electronics from overheating. When gears are set correctly, your motor doesn't have to work too hard for too long. Overheating can damage parts and shorten their lifespan. Checking your motor temperature after a run is a good way to see if your gearing is right. Most USA crawlers let you change gears by swapping out the pinion gear or spur gear. A bigger pinion gear or smaller spur gear will lower the gear ratio, making your crawler faster but with less torque. A smaller pinion gear or larger spur gear will raise the gear ratio, giving more power but slowing down the vehicle. Some models even allow you to change transmission or axle gears for more precise tuning. Understanding how gearing works helps you get the best performance from your USA crawler. If you want it to climb hills better, go for a setup with more torque. If you want faster speeds on flat ground, choose a gear ratio that favors speed. Always test your vehicle after changing gears and keep an eye on the motor temperature. Adjust as needed to find the perfect balance for your terrain and driving style. Proper gearing makes your USA crawler more fun, reliable, and capable of tackling all kinds of obstacles.